Granny Peck here, also known as 5-Bite Granny, or Judy, or Aunt Judy. Several names I answer to. But praise God, I've got these 5 tips for you. Yes, 5 tips that I talk about them all the time. Everybody who diets talks about them. But nobody has put them in the order that I have put them in, or with the understanding that I am giving you, and the clarity that you will receive from it. To be able to stick to any diet, but especially the 5-Bite diet. Are you ready? I hope so, because you're never going to need any more tips on how to diet as long as you use these tips. Watch and see. Tip number 1, plan tomorrow's meals today. Planning ahead stops that grab what you see panic attack when it sets in when you wait to plan your dinner until you're starving. Putting together your plans for dinner on the fly is likely to bring less nutrition, higher calorie choices to your 5 bites. Now, when you sit down for dinner tonight and you plan what you'll eat tomorrow, it's so much easier to do when you're not hungry. It's the same way with going shopping. You don't have to pick up those chips and those cartons of ice cream if you're not hungry. Now, this also gives you time to find out what's in the freezer, to chop some veggies tonight, put them in a crock pot for tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, and ask the rest of the families when they'll be home for dinner. You'll be able to have dinner on the table with something you can eat and something they will enjoy also. If you're sure of how to start incorporating all of this, wonderful. If you're not, there's plenty of information on the internet. Tip number 2, spend your calories wisely. Yes, even though we're not counting calories on the 5-Bite diet, you know that ice cream is loaded with calories, and so is alcohol, and so are all those chips and those burgers. All calories are not created equal. If your diet consists mainly of sugar or saturated trans fats and salt, all of that, which can be very addictive, you can develop consistent cravings for high-density, high-calorie foods with little nutritional value. You need the nutrition because you need to keep your bones and your muscles strong. It leads to excess calories and weight gain or the inability to lose weight. Eat the foods that are high in lean protein and healthy fats and fiber, and you'll feel satisfied throughout the day with your 5 bites and rarely get any cravings. This will help you fix your hunger stat, and this will help you maintain a lower calorie level so that the rest of those calories are burned off from the fat of the land. Tip number 3, no foods are off limit. That's right, with the 5-Bite diet, if you want to go crazy with those ice creams and those cocktails, you're welcome to do it. It's going to slow down your progress, or it could impede what you're trying to do, and especially if it leads to you having more than your 5 bites a day. When labels of your food are good or bad, you naturally fixate on foods you shouldn't eat. But typically, you still crave them, and likely will crave more when they're totally off limits. That's why the 5-Bite diet works so well, because if you want that hamburger, go ahead. Cut it up, eat 5 juicy bites of it, and make that your whole dinner. It's okay. You need to focus instead of choosing the right portions of healthy food 80 to 90% of the time, and then you're going to make it. That paired with healthy exercise, well, at least a little if you can can lead to long-term weight loss. And it leaves some wiggly room to enjoy fun foods occasionally without feeling guilty or any resentment. Tip number 4, make plants the foundation of your diet, at least a portion of it, included in every meal you have. It doesn't have to be all 5 bites. It could be a slice of tomato in that mixture of whatever you're having, but make sure there's some vegetation in there. You need to make sure that you're feeding every part of your body, your bloodstream, your skin. You don't want baggy skin, and those vitamins that come from the greens that you can eat, the fresh, live plant foods, are going to help you be able to have more elasticity in your skin. Just remember that a plant-based diet is still required in portion control. So some plant-based items in your diet is required for health. Tip number 5, focus on your healthy food behaviors, not on your bathroom scale. It's easy to get discouraged when you look at your weight. You need to focus instead on making good food choices and food things that are not going to keep filling you up with garbage. You lead the example for all those that are watching you on your program. You can replace a goal like lose 2 pounds a week with a specific goal like I will eat 1 cup of veggies throughout the day, or I will walk 20 minutes a day. Or you could even try keeping a food log. If you're disappointed with your weight progress at a week's end, reflect on how well you stuck to each goal. Look at how much you're putting in your body and how much you're not, because it's what you're not putting in your body that's helping burn those calories right off of your body. You need to let your body use as many incoming calories and energy as you can. And that's why 5 bites at one meal, 5 bites at the next meal, and saving 2 bites for your snack is so vital, because most of the time it's not even 500 calories. And if it is, and you go up to 750 or 1,000, you're cutting your results in half. So be careful what you put in there. It can throw you on a plateau that could last a week or 2 or more. Be careful.